Hey there, friends. Happy Christmas Eve to you. I hope that you are celebrating exactly the way you want to, whether it's with family and friends or whether it's solo or duo or whatever you're doing. I hope that you are finding peace and joy and happiness on this Christmas Eve. We're settling into the very last week of the year. Boy, 2017's been a roller coaster ride, hasn't it? I guess it's the best way to describe it. It's been a wild ride in 2017. I have finished 3 new journals to go in the shop, and I'll be posting these later on today. I want to say thank you. I am so appreciative of you guys supporting the work that I'm doing here. To me, this is heart work and soul work, and it's just so nice to be able to share it with you guys and have you appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I can't say thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go through and see what we have here. The first journal I want to show you is kind of a continuation in the series, the Mystery Woman series, and a couple of these have already been sold. I think this is the 3rd one that I've made that is a mystery woman, and we're calling this Writing to Mrs. Nielsen. It features one of the 7 gypsies ink pens on it. Now this is a raised feature. It is a 3D feature on the front of this book. I really do love those 7 gypsies. This is an architecture's image, and I really encourage you to go to Canvas Core, look up 7 gypsies, and get into the architecture's line of just wonderment, guys. It's very inspiring, you know, just to kind of look at these elements and bring them to life on anything, you know, a canvas, a journal, a journal page, an art journal, whatever. Mystery Woman, Writing to Mrs. Nielsen, is finished with some beadwork. These are all glass beads, and I was able to utilize some of the glass leaves and also a wrapped stone right here on the spine of this little journal. So I'm going to turn her on her side, and let's see what's in here. It's another mystery woman right here. I am crazy about face stamps at the moment. Most of my journals right now are starting with story, and I'm including a book that is a hand-sewn book that encourages you to write your story. Whether you love your story or not, you can always change your story. You can always lay new pipes. You can always change. It's never ever too late to put into action the things that you really want to do. And this little book hopefully will encourage you to do just that. It's also, you know, you can use it as a gratitude journal. You can use it as a love note to send to someone. It has a little hamster hand on it, which is a sweet little symbol. And we'll just go through this really quick. I've got 7 Gypsies papers here. Papers to play with, origami, some botanical prints that I'm really loving right now too. I think these were from Donna, playing cards. This is an Egyptian playing card. I liked her. And I was able to make some birds, y'all. And these are, I'm utilizing some old calendars and just cutting the colors out of the calendars. And that way I'm recycling and using up and keeping things out of the landfill, which is kind of started off being my mission with these books, is just to use recycled elements. And I'm pretty much sticking to that. Of course, we've moved the pockets to the inside of the books, and this one is chock full of things for you to create with. Got some ABCs here for you. I love this. It's a page from an old reader, probably from the mid-60s, I would think, and it's an ostrich, and he's looking at, I'm not sure what this guy is, a postman maybe, a policeman, I'm not sure. He's got on a uniform. And I thought that that was a whimsical element, so I put in one of these cute little Pokemon cards right there. I'm making a lot of use. I realized that I had a lot of painty paper, and so I'm starting to use painty paper in these journals. A flash card, a bingo card. I love numbers. This is the dress form, and the pattern paper is in the back, and I've got you a skinny book right there. This is from the 1964 Ladies' Home Journal. Just a lot of, this page just kind of came together super funky, so there we go. It's got some metallic fairies back here, got some manja stickers right here, it's got a DIY sticker right here, and this is also a sticker. This is, I love using, this is old sheet music, but I'm going to show you guys the, this is from Cracker Barrel. This is from a 2006 Cracker Barrel almanac, and it's just so interesting. It has all kinds of cool stories in it and things for you to read. I just thought it was such an interesting read, and I don't know if they still do that or not, but how cool. I mean, how fun is that to have an old almanac to read? This pocket has some more DIY stickers, some very glittery paper in it, some hearts for you to play with. These are stickers as well. And some papers over here. This is a piece of vellum that says, "Love is in your heart, not to stay, but to be shared." Ain't that the truth? Another funky little pocket that features a dancing girl, and some of these, I like these things, they're like plastic dots, and I like using them. We have some small tags for you with a brad that says thanks. And this page is, I'm crazy about keys, as you guys know, and I was thinking about keys and how if you had a key, a magic key to unlock anything that you wanted to do or be or have, what would you unlock? And I think this is a great journaling spot for you. What would you unlock if you had a magic key that could unlock anything? That's something really cool to think about as you're going into the new year. This is a pocket that has some paper in it. This is one of my bookmarks that I did on photo paper with food coloring. I think it's a lot of fun to play with food coloring on photo paper because you never know what's going to happen with it. This is from the Mini Medic that we're making a lot of use of. And we've got a beautiful piece of ephemera, 1929 from Saco, Maine. I love these stamps, they're just so gorgeous. This is from the early 1900s, the Red Cross nursing manual that talks about health and happiness. A place for you to journal. I'm starting to try and put in places for you to journal and places for you to draw. I have a good chunk of drawing paper that I need to process and start using more of in these journals. These are flowers that are cut out of magazines. Some of them are cut out of envelopes. I thought this would be a nice place for you to doodle with some flowers. And there we go, guys. This is writing to Mrs. Nielsen. And she is $40. Going in the shop this afternoon. And look at the paper clips. Oh my gosh, I have so much fun with the paper clips. They're just fun to put together. I love them. Okay, the next book is called Inspire. And I love this fabric. I think it's very simple, very colorful, very, you know, love the butterflies. I love the imagery of the butterflies. I love the meaning of butterflies. She is finished at the spine very simply by using blue seed beads and some glass beads. Very last of my blue glass beads. And on the front there is a paper stack that utilizes a butterfly and some painty papers and the word inspire on the front. I love these brads, but they're a little tedious to get undone, you know, on a stretchy string, so just be patient with her, and I'm sure that you will, she'll come apart just fine for you, but you do have to kind of lift up. But isn't that a cool brad? I love it. This time I moved the pocket inside because, quite frankly, I had a paint splatter right here and I had to cover it up. We're starting off with some birds, and I love the way this bird is looking at the other one like, what are you talking about? Another place for you to write your story, and this time the little book features a little peace symbol. So, you know, you could take that as, you know, creating peace going into the new year, or making peace with someone, or making your life more peaceful, or making your inner life more peaceful. So that's something to think about and write about as we say goodbye to 2017 and say hello to 2018. Another page from the Cracker Barrel Almanac, which I love. Love it. It's just so neat. And this is a full page, y'all, so you have a lot to read and a lot to play with right here. A playing card. And this is from the 1964 Ladies' Home Journal magazine, and it talks about guest rooms and how we should always have guest rooms for guests because we never know who's coming over. It's so funny to read that stuff and just think, that is strange. It's like people didn't stay in hotels then? Oh, I don't know. San Francisco Travel Guide. A golden evergreen. Isn't that pretty? And I love this picture because it really showed you the kitchen. And this has got to be like a 1960s kitchen. It's got the electric range and the electric range hood. Now, I still have an electric range, but I think most people use gas to cook with now. This is a beekeeper's brochure. This is, of course, a flashcard, and this is a skinny little bookmark for you to play with that I made from a cardboard box. I love cereal boxes, and I utilize them a whole lot. This says love never fails, homemade, a little merry mixture. And here's a skinny book for you, and some Spanish flashcards right here. More of the botanical book that I'm crazy about. 1923 Sears and Roebuck catalog. A little secret pouch for you. Has lots of fun in it. Magazine pages. And we've got stickers and a calendar right here for you. Some education ephemera. Sorry, we're tangled up here. There we go. Stickers, some sparkly butterflies. We are really tangled. Hold on. There we go. There's the dress forms right here. This is so sweet. This is a 4th grade class that are studying the gods and goddesses. So it's really sweet reading right here. This is some pattern paper for you. Vintage sheet music. I just thought that was so pretty that I didn't put anything over it. This is Italy. Is that not beautiful? Oh, want to go, especially to Vatican City. Want to go to Venice. Want to go to Milan. Want to go to Rome. Want to go. These are from travel brochures. These are some ATCs for you to play with. And bookmarks. beautiful images from that 7 Gypsies paper pack. It's an 8x8 paper pack. This is an inspirational book. Just sweet little things. Old age isn't so bad when you consider the alternative. One of the best things a man can have up his sleeve is a funny bone. The cost of a thing is that amount of life which it must be exchanged for. Wow, that's a good one. So a little bit of inspiration for you. Another card that says lucky. I love the dancing girl here. I got some stickers for you. An awesome piece of ephemera from Saco, Maine. Look at that handwriting. I just think it's so pretty. And this is printed. You know, usually when we have these envelopes, the writing is in cursive. This is 1939. I think it's just beautiful. Think about the world in 1939 and what was going on and what people wore and what they did and what sort of work they did. This is some shaker ephemera. These are more of the colors that I cut from the calendars. Pretty, pretty colors. A sticker that says happy. And a little mini book for you. And that's it. Inspire is $40. I like the way that the butterfly came out on her. And it was weird because I had some painty paper that just went great with it. I was like, yes! I love it when that happens. The last book is Time. Another kind of series of books that we've been doing. This one has glass elements, and then this is just a random bead thing. The way this happened is I kind of got aggravated because I just couldn't get what I wanted on my needle to do the spine. And you know, you have these little tiny beads and they don't fit on your needle, and you go, darn, I was really wanting to use that. Well, that's kind of what happened here. And then I started just picking up random beads and just putting them on here, and it was like, well, I kind of like this. It kind of turned out really good. So I've got metal beads. I've got some like bone-ish beads. There's turquoise on here. There's a little bit of jade right there, and sparkly, and some more bone beads, and then just some really a really sweet piece of kind of, I think that's a charm right there. So anyway, it turned out, this is hematite as well. It turned out well for me to fight with it so much. I wasn't really fighting with it. It was just like, I want to use some of these beads and they just won't go on the needle, man. This book starts out, of course, with story, and we're going to talk about forever. If you want to be remembered, I mean, how do you want to be remembered forever? You know, generationally. I think that we live in the now, and we kind of don't think about the future sometimes. I mean, it's great to live in the now, and that's probably what we should aim for. But, you know, we should aim for being good and decent and true and loving and kind now, because that's the way that we'll be remembered forever. And this little book has painty papers. It has a butterfly collection in here. I love those. A lesson in Spanish. This is a very small little folded element. It says, courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. And that's by Mark Twain. We have some tags for you to play with. Some places, there's a place to write right here. This says eat, drink, and be merry. And I loved it because it's got an owl and a squirrel and a fox and a bird. Sweet. This is a handmade, homemade ATC for you. And other ATCs here for you to play with. This little card says, make good things grow. And we've got our dress form and our pattern paper here. I'm running out of dress forms. I'm so sad. This is, again, from Cracker Barrel. I did not know, guys, that Yuma, Arizona enjoys over 4,100 hours of sunshine in the average year. It's hometown to one of the sunniest cities in America. Isn't that something? I like sun. We're not having much of it right now. Two little birdies, another little handmade birdie. Birdies, I like birdies. This was a super cool thing from the Ladies' Home Journal. It talks about master bedrooms. And I like that. Very interesting reading there. Keep things simple. A skinny book. Lots of things for you to play with inside the pocket. A little bit of sparkly paper for you. Some of the shaker ephemera. Very interesting shaker ephemera. Very interesting religion. This is 1932 ephemera from Saco, Maine, from our friend Harry Nielsen. This is some ABCs for you. These are ABC stickers. This little cat just wanted to be here, so there he is. And then I can't get away from Halloween, so it's fun to use some stickers that said Spooktacular Tonic right there. Just some fun for you. This is a fabric page that's made from the same fabric as the cover of this book. Skinny books and tags and bookmarks for you. 25 o'clock is $35. And like I said, I'm going to have these in the shop this afternoon. And I'm wishing all of you guys a very happy Christmas. I think tomorrow I'm going to take a little time off and be with my fella and our doggies and just have a little bit of chill time. I think tomorrow would be a great day to play with hairy paper clips and sewn books. I think that's my plan for tomorrow. Thank you guys again so much. Have a blessed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.